Hi, I'm Gizelle Bryant from the Real Housewives of Potomac, and this is Honesty Hour with Life and Style. Yes, I absolutely knew about the situation that happened with Sherman in the park, in the dark. He actually told me that on our second date. He never ever wanted me to find out anything about him that might be, deemed scandalous from the street. He wanted me to hear it from him, and I respect that. He's an honest guy. And I can say that this is something that happened like 15 years ago, and him and his ex-wife moved past it, had another child. We're totally fine. So why are we talking about it? I don't know. Well, actually, Sherman and I are in a great new place. Sherman's missing his boo thing called Gizelle, and he has, totally reached out to me and has been wanting for us to get to a better place. So we are taking this very seriously, and we are now in counseling. Yes, the ladies thought that it would be cute or funny or catty or something to get me and Sherman's ex-wife in the same space. So because Potomac is very small and because I'm out and about and go to a lot of parties, this has actually happened off camera. And because I know her, I walked up to her and I said, "Hi, girl." And she was like, "Ugh." And she turned her head in the other direction. So on camera, what she would do would actually kind of be interesting. Would it be different or would it be the same? But I don't care because, not thinking about her in any way. The whole bringing Kendall around caper was very convoluted because no one wanted to take blame and everybody wanted to say it was the other person. So I'm gonna break it all the way down. Okay. The Hurricane Harvey event that Charisse and Monique put together was actually Charisse's event, and it was not supposed to be on camera. Charisse invited all of her friends, as she normally does when she has charity events. That is me, and that includes Kendall, because Kendall and her have been knowing each other for 20 years. All of a sudden, production decided they want to film it. So, of course, little Miss Monique wanted to take it over because she wanted everybody to think that she's just the Miss Charity, and it became a thing. After that, Charisse didn't invite Kendall to anything, but Monique did. She invited her to everything. So that says to me that Monique was trying to be extra messy and extra mean because Monique doesn't even know this woman. She met her 3 weeks before we started filming season 3. So Monique really felt like, I'm gonna bring her around to be mean to Gizelle, and I don't like mean girl behavior. Do I think I'm a mean girl? Absolutely not. However, I'm very clear about who and what I am. I'm very intimidating. I'm very confident. I can be misconstrued in a lot of different ways. As far as Candace is concerned, Candace thought I was being mean to her when I really wasn't. And that is a story of my life. A lot of people meet me and think I'm being mean, and I'm not. I'm actually not thinking about you. So call it what you want. I'm just Gizelle. I'm a lot of things, and okay, fine. I want to get down to the nitty-gritty. I want to know what's going on, especially if I'm your friend. Karen, we started season 3, and it was very obvious that Karen and her husband were going through a huge tax issue and a huge issue as it relates to where do you live, because she would never invite us over her house. We're not making up the fact that you might not live in that big old house. You don't invite us. And I've typically been invited to your house all the time, Karen. So from that perspective, I and Ashley and Robyn just really kind of wanted to get down to the bottom of what's really going on in Karen's life, because we could never get a straight answer. On top of that, from a very real friend perspective, it's difficult to be a friend to somebody and really kind of help them deal with their feelings about a situation when I don't know what's going on. So I really want to be a friend to Karen, and she wouldn't let me. So guess what? I'm gonna do what I do. All right, let's talk about Ashley and Michael. The Darbys is what I like to call them. I have grown to love and respect their relationship. When I first found out that Ashley was married to a man 30 years older than her, I found it very dad issues and strange. But seeing them together and seeing that the love that they have for one another is amazing. Relationship goals. Now, as far as the baby is concerned and Michael potentially not wanting to have a baby and I actually just wanting to have a baby, it's that portion is difficult to watch because A, I know Ashley would be a wonderful mom, and B, I kind of get where Michael's coming from. I mean, he's an old dude. Does he want to be changing diapers? No. So I wish them well as they navigate through that whole baby process. And I have a sneaking suspicion I might see a little baby Darby sometime very soon. Robyn and Juan, no question, are soulmates. They are connected like more so than I've seen married couples. They have been through it. They have been through good times, bad times, and I don't see either one of them wanting to leave the other. So I say, damn it, get married. Like, what are y'all doing? Ain't nobody leaving. Nobody's changing zip codes or mailboxes. So just get married for the love of God. And Robyn, he's fine. You might want to lock that thing down because that's a nice looking brother. But you know what, at the end of it, Robyn's my girl. Everybody knows how close we are. And I really just want Robyn to be super happy and super in love. So I want to see them work towards that. When we were in France, I don't know if you remember, and that's a joke, that I told the world that Ray had a little crushy poo on my business partner, Miss Erica Lyles. Now, that all went down. Let's be very clear. That is a true story. However, I didn't really need to tell the world because, I respect not necessarily Ray or Karen and their relationship from that perspective, but I respect Erica and her husband. I had to, as soon as I saw it aired, I was like, oh my God. I immediately called Erica's husband. I was like, Kevin, I got to tell you something. So I just don't ever want to put other people's marriages on Front Street. Not that this affected Erica's marriage in any way, shape, or form. And I mean, I did tell Kevin, I was like, the world knows that you are married to a hot girl, honey. So, that's a good thing. But I didn't need to go there. But Karen just made me mad, so I went there. So at the reunion, I was really trying to force Karen and Ashley to get to a better place. It didn't work. What you can see though is a little kumbaya, a little big sister, little sister moment between myself and the new girl, Miss Candace. I, sitting there, realized that there's a lot that she's getting ready to go through as it relates to her new husband that I've been through. And I can give a lot of advice to her. So I'd be more than happy to do it. I actually like Candace. I've said that from day one. I don't know why Candace decided not to like me. But, she's a smart girl. She talks too much, but she's smart and she's fun and she's funny. So I want to make sure she wins. She's embarking on a whole new chapter in her life, and I really want to see that go well. And I want to see her leave her mother's bank account alone, because you ain't never going to win with that. Okay.